What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. This is the first live I've done in a long time. First training that I've done in a long time. We're going to be talking about SMS marketing, right? SMS marketing can be used in all types of businesses, not just real estate. So I just want to give you some free game. You know what I mean? Do me a favor. Let you guys know. Let everybody know that's watching where you're watching from, so I can put up on the screen. And we're gonna get to it, guys. You know what I mean? I got my team here with me. If you have any questions, uh, just introduce yourself. I got Apple here. What's up, Apple? I got Nika here. What's up, Nika? Um, let's rock and roll. So I'm gonna share my screen really quickly, and we're gonna get going. Okay? Like I said, we're gonna wait for a few people to get on, especially all my people in the Facebook group. Come on, I'm only broadcasting today on YouTube. My people on Instagram, what's up with it? If you want to kind of watch the presentation, come on over to my YouTube channel and let's get going. Okay, guys. Let me share my screen. So, like I said, SMS 101. How to get more leads with SMS, right? You get what I'm saying? So, this is what we're going to be talking about. Like I said, SMS marketing is possibly the most intimate form of digital communication, right? Today's consumers are always on their phone. I know for a fact, where's my phone? Actually, my phone over there. I can't let go of my phone, you know what I mean? Uh, it's showing that people check their phones at least 100 times a day. So that means that people are more likely going to read at least 90% of the SMS messages that they're going to get on a daily basis. Most of the time, people usually open up text messages within the first 3 minutes. So I'm telling you, it's the most powerful thing you can get your hands on. So you wouldn't even get in that type of open rate if you went to actually go knock on the door. So uh, I'm trying to tell you, this is how powerful SMS is. So basically, SMS marketing works, but however, it's going to take some kind of know-how, guys. It's going to take you to learn the application. It's going to take you to learn the different skills and the tools that you need to do it right. So in this web class, I'm going to try my best to show you exactly everything that we learned over the last 4 years utilizing SMS marketing to really take your business to the next level. So after this web class, you're going to be able to know what SMS marketing is in real estate. You're going to be able to learn the benefits of SMS. You're going to be able to use some of the tips to basically have a profitable SMS campaign and plan your way to success. So if I was you, I'd get out some paper, pencil really quickly and take as much notes as possible. So let's talk about understanding SMS marketing and what it is, right? So SMS just stands for Short Messages Services, aka SMS. It's a tool used by everybody named mother, real estate agents, real estate investors. My lawyer got VAs texting people. So they text me, telling me, yeah, Mr. Campbell, we got an offer from your claim with blah blah blah. So I'm texting them like, yo, this is crazy. Even the lawyers starting to use SMS because they understand that most people don't have time to be sitting up on the phone all day, right? It also a quick and expensive way to communicate time-sensitive information and allow realtors and investors to send mass text messages to their clients and prospects in seconds. So even in my business, we text message everybody. If you on my list, I'm pretty sure you got a text message from me before. And that's the way it should be. No matter what business you operate, you should be utilizing text messages. The software we use, they charge us like a 1.5 cents per text message. So it's pretty good. Since the real estate guys, one of the things I learned in the last 5 years being around real estate, uh, it's a relationship business, right? So one of the best communication channels for creating, strengthening them relationships that you're trying to nurture and harvest is text messages, right? I was just on a podcast maybe a week ago. I offered her a sample of my service and she liked it. Maybe she can become an affiliate. Guess what she did? Instead of wasting her time calling me, she texted me and say, hey, your team hook me up with a VA today. I'm gonna let you know how it go, and if I like it, then I let all my colleagues know. You get what I'm saying? Now, imagine she would have took the time to call me. I probably would have missed the call, and then we'd have been playing phone text back and forth. So you want to make sure that you use the text message in the most effective way possible, guys. Right? So how does this all work? Right? I know some people like text messages are illegal. You can't do it. You're gonna get in trouble. There are two interrelated ways to use text messaging uh, for real estate that I know about, right? To generate leads and follow up with them. So, like I said, one way is to generate leads, and then another way is to follow up the leads that you already have. We'll outline how both of these things work and cover some other text messages and show you exactly how to use these in different cases. So, generating leads using SMS marketing, real estate text messaging marketing can help you generate sales or keep in touch with your potential sellers, right? There are a couple of different strategies you can apply here. One of the most popular approaches involve keywords. An SMS keyword is a word that a customer can text you to a number to opt in or opt out for messages. Example, you now have a lead you can follow up with and automatically send a different series of texts. Example, I'm having a boot camp sometime in June. It's going to be here in Baltimore at my office. If you want that live action, text me right now, boot camp, to 202 335 3322, and I'll try my best to text you back. But luckily, in that type of campaign, I'm giving you guys a call to action, and automatically the text message system has been programmed to it literally been programmed to capture you, put you in the system as a lead, and nurture you and follow up. So that's what you guys want to get good at. You want to get good at allowing automation to follow up with people. The second one is very important. It's texting one-on-one with leads, customers, and clients, right? Many business owners use text messaging to follow up with leads generated from other marketing channels, just like their website and their social media ads. We've been running a ton of social media ads on all of my different businesses, and what we do is as soon as they come through as a lead, the system automatically texts them to try to engage. As soon as the ad comes through, we literally trying to get their attention, because people these days have short attention span, and it's up to you to make sure that you catch their attention. Because next thing you know, you give them a call a week later, they're like, who the hell is this? I don't know who you are. And then they forget about you. But with the text message marketing, you can nurture them, and they can remember exactly the conversations you was having. And they can go back to the text message as a reference to say, oh, I do remember talking to him. I do that a lot. Like, man, who's this texting me? I go back to the conversations, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I do remember talking to them. So that's another benefit of that, right? And then also, the average response time for text messages is 60 times faster than a typical email, right? You can add a click to text button to your website to encourage leads to text you. This functionality is more important than ever, since mobile continues to be a big slice of the real estate web traffic. And what we mean by that is, if you got a wholesaling website, instead of them filling out a lead form, blah, 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 say you can put something to call to action and say, hey, text my phone right now. If you want to offer, text me right now. If you want to hear more about what I got going on, text me right now. And literally, people would click the button, and then reroute them to some type of automation and allow them to text you in real time. So here's an example. Like, you get a text message and it say, learn how to talk to sellers, use the comp calculator, and effectively close more deals by improving your closing skills. So if you want to do like my acquisition training, you'll text me right now, 202-335-3322, and someone from my team will literally text you back and let you know what you can do to move forward with us, right? Let's talk about the benefits of SMS marketing really quickly. If we got some new people on, let me check my StreamYard. I'm running everything by myself today. Hello, everybody. Oh, shout out to my guy James. Welcome to the web class. Shout out to Stephen. Hopefully, I pronounced your name right. Steven was good. Everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. My team. It's going to be a really good presentation. I'm not even nowhere near done yet. So, like I said, guys, the benefits. Hey, guys, if you want to learn more about SMS, I'm talking to my IG people right now. I'm live on IG as well. Share this with somebody who wants to conquer SMS. So the benefits of SMS marketing, like I said, the reason why I don't really do a lot of whole other marketing aside of cold calling and Facebook ads is you can generate more quality leads, right? You can quickly find buyers. I can't imagine how many buyers we text and they text us back like, yo, send me all the information. I'm definitely interested. Or people text back, fuck off, leave me alone. At least you don't have to worry about wasting your time. Also, you have improved response rates, right? Like people will respond easily because they're not. We live in a society right now where people just don't feel comfortable with actually talking to people. So by text messaging, people are more likely to talk to you because they don't have to actually have a physical conversation with you. Also, you can organize phone calls, viewings, and other meetings. You can automatically send new leads a text message. Like if a lead come in, they fill out a form, you can say, hey, thank you so much for filling out a form. I'll be in touch with you. Click the link to schedule exact time that you want me to speak to you today. Literally like that. And if that's something you're interested in, I'll show you software that we use that's kicking ass. And like I said, you can place a keyword or a phrase that buyers can text to a number to receive more information about a property. If you had a property on Grove Street, you can go live just like this on IG and Facebook and say, hey guys, I got a kick-ass deal. Instead of me email blasting it out, I want you to text me Grove Street to this number right here, and I'm going to send you everything you need to know about the property so you can make the best decision. I need my highest and best offer by Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. sharp. You see how more consistent you can be, and you see how you can direct people into your funnels and show them exactly what you need and want from them. Let's get into some tips and tactics, right? Now that we learned what SMS marketing is and why it's so beneficial, let's dig into some SMS marketing tips that involve some tried and true tactics that we use in our business for you to get more leads and more conversion with your SMS marketing. Number one, most importantly, guys, make sure that your text messages is actually sounding like a real person, right? Text messages often fail because they sound so freaking generic and they lack a human connection. It's obvious that it was generated by some type of computer or bot, and it sends to hundreds of people. Recipients, they don't consider these messages impersonal, and they can really be ignored. So making sure you be authentic with your SMS, let your personality shine, right? And be consistent and use the same tone and key messages you employ across your website and emails so they know exactly who you are when you text them. Excuse the ambulance. We is in Baltimore, but it is what it is. They're going to go past. How you guys liking it so far? If you're liking it, drop me some hearts on YouTube, IG, drop me some hearts and some love, and let's go. Make it actionable, right? This is what I tell all of my clients. Make it very actionable, your text messages. Always include some type of call to action. We call that CTA in your text message. It doesn't matter how good the offer sounds, right? If the recipient does not know what to do next, the outreach is a failure. So make it clear what you want them to do and what you want your leads to do. Maybe you want them to call you. Maybe you want them to go click on this form. Maybe you want them to schedule an appointment on your calendar or whatever it may be. What I always tell people, no matter what business you're in, if you're in real estate, you got something to sell online, give people the next step, right? Because people don't know what's expected of them unless you tell them, guys. That's very important. Pique their curiosity, right? Make sure, how do you get the recipients to give you their full attention and follow up on your call to action? By triggering their curiosity, right? Take a look at this message. Hey, Chris, this is Antoine with North American Cash Offer. Are you selling your property at 47 East Avenue? I pay cash and buy as is. To discuss the price, please call me at whatever that number is, right? It addresses the homeowner by name. It offers them a value proposition to sell a house without any repairs for cash. And it also ends with some type of call to action like I just discussed, right? and it teaches the recipient to at least discover how much their property is worth. So me, what I tell my VAs is, yes, I want to speak to as many people as possible that's interested in my offer. I don't care if the price too high, too low. Get them on the phone and let the closer deal with them and figure out what their true situations are. Some of you guys are failing at text message marketing and cold calling. It's because you don't understand the power of just getting somebody on the phone and speaking with them. You want to automate it so bad to the point that you disqualify people before the closers even get a chance to reevaluate the situation. And maybe there was something that was left out that the automation didn't catch. Like, hey, I need to sell within the next 30 days or I'm going to lose my house through foreclosure. I got a ton of equity. The only reason why I'm afraid to take an offer is because my credit is bad and I don't know where to move. That's when you step in and reassure them that you can find some way for them. Then you cold call and find bad credit property managers and you work out a deal where you say, hey, Mr. Seller, if I can find you a place and you can commit to at least 12 months of rental payments up front out to the money you make from selling your house, would that be a conversation worth continuing? That's what you got to do, guys. You got to be a problem solver. That's in any business. This is universal information I'm teaching you. This doesn't just apply to real estate. I can take this and go into any of my business and crush it because I understand the power of connecting with people. So you want to make sure you simplify the language, guys. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't make it seem like you this person, you that person. Keep it simple. I'm telling you, keep it simple. What we mean by keeping it simple is too often businesses think using technical words, right, and being creative with the industry language will convince customers that they're industry experts. Instead, it leaves people confused. When I get on the phone with customers, I leave out the big real estate words. When I get on the phone with customers about e-com, I leave out a lot of the Amazon backend stuff. When I get on the phone with customers about a virtual assistant, I leave out a lot of the virtual assistant terminology that they use to talk to each other because I want that prospect to be focused and not be intimidated by what's next and for them to move forward in the process. Also, you want to make sure that you limit the word count, right? Most people read a text in 5 seconds. Your message should be short and straight to the point, guys. You know what I mean? The rule of thumb is not to exceed no more than 160 characters, including spaces. So for each text you send out. And what we mean is you don't want to send a long biography of who you are and what you got going on, how you can help them. You want to get straight to the point. Straight to the point. Because people literally look at their phone, and if it don't connect to their brain, they move on to the next thing, guys. So you want to make sure that you're catching people's attention as quickly as possible. And that's exactly what you need to do in order to really convert these leads to quality clients. Also personalized, right? If you include information relevant to the recipient, they're more likely to consider and respond, right? Address them by name. Most importantly, what I teach in my acquisition training, and we're going to turn acquisition into just sales because most of the stuff I'm teaching is universal sales stuff that you can apply to any business is literally address people by their first name when you call them, when you text them. Because what happens is it makes them feel like, oh shit, this person must know who I am. So when I call people, hey, what's up? Let me see who I got in the comments that I can call by first name. Hey, what's up, Jessica? How you doing today? What that does, that put that person in a situation where they're like, yo, who is this? This person clearly knows me. Let me see who this person is. Next thing you know, they're like, okay, yeah, who is this? Then you introduce yourself. This is Antoine Campbell giving you a call. I believe you filled out a form early on my website. I'm just giving you a call so I can provide you more information. Pause. Be quiet. Then what happens next? Ask for permission to move forward in the conversation, guys. No matter what, any process that you got, you should ask for permission so that way you won't get too much rejection. And what I mean by that is, next thing you ask them in the conversation is, did I catch you at a bad time? Did I catch you at a bad time? Make sure that they understand that you value their time. And if you did catch them at a bad time, there's been plenty of conversations where people say, you know what, I'm driving, you caught me at the wrong time, I'm doing something, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. Listen, guys, when you have your prospect on the phone, remember, this is universal information. When you have your prospect on the phone, You want their undivided attention. You want to make sure that you got their attention and nothing else has their attention. So you can go through your sales call and try to close them and convince them to move forward with you with anything that you got to offer, right? So if they say no, you caught me at a bad time. Listen, that's the whole point of having a big pipeline. Just say, you know what? What about later on this afternoon between 3 and 5? If they say still a bad time, you know what? What about tomorrow between 2 and 3? Always, always, always get your prospect to commit to what's next. If they can't commit to what's next, then you just move forward in the process. Because what's going to happen is if you leave a conversation without some type of commitment, you're literally wasting your time, right? So like I said, personalize your text message. Address them by name and add details that's important to them, like their physical address of the property and their motivation to sell, right? Maybe you got the list from the courthouse for some type of homeowners, right? That's in type of probate, right? Or some people that's facing foreclosure, right? You can gently mention those keywords in the SMS to grab their attention. Now, I don't want you to go out and say, hey, John, I know you fucked up and you in foreclosure, sell me your house. No. You just going to say, hey, John, listen, I'm an investor. I buy a bunch of houses. I seen your name come up on the list, and I'm interested to see what you're going to do about that situation if you ever put any thought into getting the cash off. You can simplify that a little better, but the point is, it's the framework. When I discovered the power of framework and building funnels and building sequences, literally changed what we do as a business. Also, shorten the links, guys. To improve your character count, use branded short links, right? A long link with so many symbols and character is considered suspicious. Listen, if you send me a link on my IG, my Facebook, my phone, I'm going to call you and verify what is this you're sending me before I open it. Because my social media has power. I don't want my page getting hacked or compromised or anything like that. So a lot of people think like that, like, yo, I don't know what this link is. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to open it. So go get a URL shortener. There's a bunch of them that can shorten your link and rebrand it to the point that people know what it is. Your link should, have at least your company name to improve the authenticity, and most importantly, brand awareness. Right? That's the one thing I think we're going to cover maybe next Thursday. If I feel well, next Thursday I get my final veneers put in. Thank you, Jesus. Worked so hard for it. I'll be back in Miami, but if I have time, I will cover that. I will cover brand awareness. I think all of you guys should be building brands. If you own a real estate company, your website doesn't have automation, it doesn't have follow-up sequences. If you're not following up with people for 12 months from now automatically, then you need to come see me because you're leaving a ton of money on the table. See, moving too fast. Avoid abbreviations, right? While the character limits require word choices, I'm using abbreviations sacrifice clarity and professionalism. So I don't abbreviate a lot of stuff. I just get straight to the point. I try to use short texts, right? And then, like I said earlier, abbreviations can also raise red flags for recipients who worry about scams. Remember, we live in a day and age where everybody thinks everything is a scam, right? So you got to be very clear and very straight to the point in your message so no one won't think you're running a fast one on them, right? Write out your words. If a word too long, look for a shorter word to replace it. There's this thing called synonyms. Understand synonyms and antonyms and all that. I learned that shit in school. So figure out another word that can replace a longer word so that your messages won't go past that 160 count that I talked about earlier. Like I said, always say who you are, right? Retail businesses can skip this rule, but if you're a real estate investor or you're some type of sales team, or you're a small entity, chances are, whether it's you or a member of your team send a text message, the lead will call the direct sender. Adding a signature makes recipients more comfortable to call and establish human connection, right? So one of the things I can tell you guys is that when you email people from a legitimate email address, right? So if you got a legitimate email address, make sure that you're not using Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, you're using a legitimate email address, it's branded, and you have an actual signature with your position on it. And when you do that, I'm telling you, people are going to take you very serious. So there's no one that works for me at any of my companies that's sending you emails through a Gmail address, except for me maybe. Just because I got so many email addresses, it's hard to keep up with it. So to wrap this up, let's get into some common facts, right? Frequently asked questions about text messages. Some of the stuff we get sent emails about, we have a ton of clients. We help thousands of people over the years, and we still service them, even though we're not as like big as we was before. You know what I mean? We kind of like switched and focused on a whole bunch of other different businesses. We still work and help a lot of real estate investors. So before I get started, I want you to put your questions down into the comments. And ask your questions. Remember guys, I'm having a 2-day boot camp. It's going to be amazing. It's literally a mastermind. 2 days at my office. You can either come virtually or you can come to my office, and we're going to break down a lot of this stuff. And I don't care if you're in real estate, if you're in sales, if you have another business, it's going to be something there for you that's going to change your life. What I want you to do is I want you to text boot camp to 202-335-3322. I want you to text bootcamp to 202-335-3322. Also, this has been recorded on YouTube. So if you get a chance, we will send you the workbook. Just text workbook to 202-335-3322. Bootcamp. Sorry, my spelling name. Boot, C-A-M-P-B. So text bootcamp to 202-335-3322. If you want a copy of the workbook to go back and take notes, we got free workbooks. Everything we do and teach, we always provide workbooks so you can actually know what you're writing down and doing. Also, do me a favor on YouTube, please drop your emails. That's very important to us. We'll send it straight to you, and we'll take good care of you. But like I said, if you have any questions, drop your questions, and literally, let's rock and roll. I'm going to answer these frequently asked questions, and then we're going to get on out of here. So, here's some questions that we get, guys. Can I text an offer? You can text an offer. However, I recommend, honestly, that you practice speaking face-to-face to people. That's the best business. Like, literally, our best sales funnel, we literally... People beeping in. It's crazy. We literally purposely don't have a checkout page. We want you to come and get on the phone with us and talk to us. That's how we roll. We want to actually hear what you got to say and match you with the right solution. That's exactly what you should be doing, right? So making sure that you get on the phone and talking face to face to people. You got to remember, guys, these people are making a serious financial decision, such as putting their house up for sale and you making an offer on a property. So at least give them the decency and the respect by talking to them on the phone, right? How can you put individual names in SMS if it's on a list? We use a software, and when you upload that list, you can choose to put the first name or the last name based on the header, and then when they text them, it be like, hey, Antoine, or hey, Jermaine, or hey, Justin. It literally texts them. And in fact, if you want the software, instead of being $2.99 a month, we can get it to you today for $99 a month. If you go to prospectvault.io, prospectvault.io, we purposely put a $99 checkout. Sign up for $99. If you sign up, you get 3 weeks of our training, our inner circle training for Prospect Vault that's going to teach you how to generate more leads. If you're not generating at least 10 leads a week, come over to us. We'll show you exactly how to do it and how to do it on a budget when you ain't spending a ton of money. Also, here's a question we get a lot. Is it illegal to send text message blasts as an investor? And here's my question. It's absolutely not illegal. As long as you legally acquire their numbers, mass marketing is a great way to reach potential sellers. How do you legally acquire their numbers, right? You acquire their numbers by running a Facebook ad. That's one of the programs that we're launching. We used to have a program called Business in a Box, but we switched it over to Automatic Seller Attraction System, and we're going to be running ads along inside of your Prospect Vault account. You can build your funnels in there. You can have as many websites. So some of the people that's in Prospect Vault, they have their acquisition website, they have their disposition website, they sell a finance website, they rent their own website. They have all this stuff stacked with SEO. It's crazy what people are doing with the Prospect Vault. So like I said, as long as you're acquiring their numbers, you can do it. Other than that, you can just text people. Listen, text somebody randomly. You got their number from public record. Now, if you keep excessively texting them, and they saying, hey, listen, stop texting me. Do yourself a favor and literally stop texting them, because at the end of the day, you want to be respectful, right? You don't want to say like a sleazy salesman that's just looking for the next. It's looking for the next, $10, right? $20. That's what people thinking. Hey, oh, this person must ain't got no money because he texts me all day, every day. Also, why do prospects? Actually, you know what? Let me answer some questions. I think I got some questions coming in. My team telling me. Raquel Frazier asks, what's the best way to transition from SMS to a phone call? So what you can do, someone said, what's the best way to transition from SMS to a phone call? What you can do is say, hey, can I call you? Can I call you in the next 20 minutes? Can I call you a little later, about an hour or two? Always give them the expectation of what time you would like to call them. Set the expectation as soon as possible, because when you do that, then they'll be prepared and ready for your phone call. In fact, 10 minutes before the phone call that you guys mutually agreed on, text them and say, hey, I'm preparing to call you in 10 minutes. Just want to make sure everything's still good to go. Say stuff like that, because then they're going to say, oh, yeah, I'm ready. Oh, you know what? I had to pick my son up from school. Can you give me 20 more minutes? And then you transition to the call. And then when you transition to the call, first thing you do is you do what we call the check-in. Hey, how's everything going with you? How's your day? How's everything? Right? You want to cool them down before you warm them up. And then when you finish the conversation, you want to cool them down some more and say, okay, what you getting today? What you doing later on? What you cooking tonight? I hear you at the grocery store. Sound busy in there. What you got on the menu for tonight? So making sure that you make your prospects feel comfortable, and that at least, and here's some sauce that I literally teach people for $1,000. I'm gonna give it away tonight. 60% of the conversation that you have with your prospect, once you get to the phone, shouldn't even be about your offer or your product or your whatever you got to sell. It should be y'all just talking and y'all just building rapport and y'all just trying to find commonality amongst each other. Keep on dropping your questions. I'm gonna move over to IG. Y'all can drop questions too. Shout out to my IG people. So, why do prospects use SMS to communicate with real estate investors? Right? House hunting and selling is timely. Investors find prospects, and their sellers prefer using text messages as the fastest method to communication. You don't need to worry about missing an offer if you use text messages, right? So if we get a deal, right? Well, we've been currently day 79. Day young. I don't want to mess your name up. Asks, what's the best dollar? We currently been using IQ Dial. It's been working really well for us. Very affordable, very sufficient. My team been using it. We love it. We got 6 sheets on it, so I haven't had no complaints about it. We used to use Call Tools, a lot of glitch, a lot of bullshit, so we switched over to IQ Dial, and it's very affordable. So like I said, why do prospects use SMS to communicate? It's because at the end of the day, it's a very sufficient way to talk to multiple people. I literally, about maybe 5 o'clock, I was texting. Well, people was texting me and I was texting people. I was talking about 6.5, maybe 7 people in a span of 4 minutes. Imagine if text message didn't exist and there was no 3-way calling, and I'm on the phone with somebody and they got my undivided attention, because when I talk to people, they got my undivided attention. They got my undivided attention for at least 15 minutes. And within that 15 minutes, nobody else can get through. How much money in business you would lose by not being able to talk to somebody and getting to them right on demand? What source do we pull a list? We use a couple of different sources: PropStream, We use our data company, Easy Skip Tracing. Go to letter easy, skiptracing.com. Sign up for a free account, and they'll hook you up with some leads, as long as you pay for the skip tracing. So let's talk about the key takeaways before we get on out of here. Like I said, make sure that you keep your text messages short, guys. Keep them short. You know what I mean? Text messages should be less than 160 characters. If you can't get your message out in 160 characters, you need to sit down and rewrite your framework. You know, work on your messages. Your best messages, it don't take a lot to get your point across, right? Make sure that your text messages are clear, right? Make sure you have a clear message and a purpose in mind. Just don't be texting people, hey, how's it going, all right? Get to the point. People got shit they got to do and they got stuff going on. So don't beat around the bush. You know what I mean? Also, make sure you use proper grammar. So, you know, make sure that the text messages are more laid back. So you don't really need to be technical or using professional language, right? You don't have to use these big words. Just make sure that you're not misspelling words. Sometimes that save me on that 160 count, instead of saying the word you, Y-O-U, I might say the word you, the letter U. You know what I mean? But you just want to make sure that stuff makes sense and that people can read it and know exactly what you're talking about, right? But like I said, keep a balance of professionalism. That's very important. Also, like I said, one of the key takeaways, add a personal customized touch, right? The key to getting the best results by text message is to customize each message. With Prospect Vote, if you go to prospectvote.io, I want everybody to sign up for Prospect Vote right now. And if you sign up for Prospect Vote, you'll be invited to our free 3-week training, and we're going to teach you exactly how to use this software to get your money back. It's $99 a month. It's $99 a month just for my real estate people. And you can literally do all your text messages on there. It's a great tool. But the beautiful thing about the Prospect Vote too is that you can set up these custom headers and these custom fields. You can even set links and put trackable things on there to see who clicked and where they go. You can put hooks on and stuff. It's an amazing thing. You can set automation. You can do ringless voicemails. I wouldn't recommend ringless voicemail in bulk, but I definitely recommend ringless voicemail in a follow-up sequence. Maybe you lost communication with your prospect and you just want to get back in touch with them and warm them up. Ringless voicemail will definitely come in handy. The wind is blowing tonight up here. Also, segment by audience. Personalization is key to success. The SMS strategy is based on lead type. So don't be just texting all your leads in one text message. Segmented by list. The software allows you to use the list segment, and we'll get into that. I don't want to get too much technical grammar and then make your head spin. But segment your list, guys. Making sure that if this is the pre-foreclosure list, then you have a special workflow for the pre-foreclosure list. You have a special framework. If this is a high equity, a special framework. If this is long-term ownership, special framework. Why? Because they all have different psychologies and they are at different points in the sales cycle. And what I mean by that is a person that's in pre-foreclosure, they got to move fast. A person who just had high equity, they have no motivation to sell, but there may be a possibility they may be interested in selling if the offer makes sense. So just making sure that you segment your list to the point where you're able to communicate with the people and the message is clear and makes sense to the prospect on the other end of the text message, right? Also, include a clear next step. Remember what I said, making sure that the step is very clear, right? Don't leave a text message open-ended. Give recipients a clear path forward, which can be a call to action. Text me today. Call me today. What I'm doing right now, you interested in Prospect Vote, go over there right now. Commit to the $99 right now tonight. And we have the 3-week free training. It's going to teach and show you all of this stuff. You thought I was teaching you tonight. Imagine what we're going to teach you on the actual training, right? Someone asked me a question. I said a question now. If you're interested, bro, go to prospectvote.io. We'll take good care of you. YouTube, if you guys are interested, go to prospectvote.io. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm running the controls tonight, so I got to do everything myself. Like I said, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. I want you to text me boot camp. We're having a boot camp sometime in June. One of the things we're doing, especially if you get a VIP ticket, 2-hour one-on-one with me, right? Consultation, talk to you, write out your whole business, give you everything you need to go. Even if you're not in real estate, if you got another business, come on down. Come to Baltimore. We be on this rooftop. I cook you food, take you to the best restaurants. We have a good time. We get your business going, right? Then we able to partner. Whether you got, if you're in wholesaling, I want to partner with you. If you have another business, I'm very good at creating and scaling businesses. So if you got a business that you've been working on, you're just trying to get it to the next level, come on down to the bootcamp/mastermind. I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to get money, especially if it's an online business. If it's an offline business, I've done good in brick and mortar too. There's not too many people that can tell you they've done good in brick and mortar and online, right? So if it's a brick and mortar business, I can give you good advice on that stuff. Everything is all about framework and sales and leadership. So come on down. We can JV together. You know what I mean? I'm having a call tomorrow with somebody. I met them in Atlanta. Went down to the event, did a podcast with them. Let me tell you something about things, guys. You need to get attention, right? Attention makes money. Say, yo, I don't want to be on as many podcasts as I did. I did 2 podcasts while I was in Atlanta. And the dude who I did the podcast with, which was crazy, we end up talking. I gave him a play to run. Now he running a play. He's doing, he's getting $10,000 clients, $20,000 clients, and $50,000 clients. Then he ended up calling me saying, yo, I need help with this play. And then I said, you know what? I got all the back end for that play. How about we just JV together, split everything down the middle? I do all the work, and you just be the face and just bring in customers. So literally, that's what you got to be sometimes, especially in real estate. Maybe your strong suit is cold calling. Say, yo, I'm going to be the cold caller, and everything we get, let's bust it down the middle. Give me a piece of it. Or, yo, I'm good at acquisitions. I don't feel like dealing with the front end of getting leads and all of that. Let's partner together. So many people are afraid to do business with people. I'm telling you, some of the strangers you meet on the street will take care of you and work with you better than your own damn family. So, guys, you got to start partnering with yourself, putting yourself in position, coming out to these events, networking, come to these high-level elite events, get in the rooms so people can know what your situation is so you can take your life to the next level, right? You're going to get a copy of all my paperwork, right? All of my paperwork. Whatever you need, whatever you want, you got it. What I mean by that is if you're running a business and it's wholesaling, all my wholesaling documentation, you got it. If you're running an online digital business, all of my stuff to run all my online digital businesses, you got it. So what I'm saying to you is come on down, show up for the boot camp. It's going to be in June. Text me right now the word boot camp, all one word, to 202-335-3322. Me and my team going on the phone with you, explain to you how much it's going to be, and we go from there. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. I love you. We're going to start doing more of this. I'm really excited to get back in the swing of things. I like the teaching. My wife asked me the other day, she said, what do you really want to do? And I said, I don't know. I'm good. Everything I'm doing, I'm happy. And she said, no. That's my biggest mentor. She said, what do you really want to do? I said, I enjoy teaching what I know. And she said, well, you need to double down on it. Because at the end of the day, you can make all this money, you can do all this, you can be happy, all that. But if what you're doing is not serving you, it's gonna take a toll on you after a while. So what I'm telling you guys is figure out what you really want to do and let that serve you and come up with a plan and take it to the next level. Like I said, text me right now, 202, even if you just need VAs, text this number right here, 202-335-3322. This number right here has been texted hundreds of thousands of times. We've been using this number. This number is literally worth more than some people's houses when you look at the revenue it generates. And what I mean by that is when you start to do business, Get your main phone number and have your clients text you. Get your main phone number and have your prospects text you, right? If you're doing virtual wholesaling, you might have a couple of phone numbers. But at the end of the day, let them know that this is the number they can call and do business with. If you got clients that you close deals with, call them and follow up and ask for more business. Hey, Mr. Parker, I know I bought your house 6 months ago. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anybody else who may be interested in getting their house sold to me? So literally, that's what you got to do, guys. So like I said, text me right now, 202-335-3322. I'm going to leave this this YouTube video up. Hopefully you guys go back and rewatch it with your workbook and take as many notes as possible. Next Thursday, I'm going to come at you again with another free training. Every week, I'm going to train you on something different. Do me a favor. Let you guys know what you want to be trained on. I'm very versed in e-com, business credit repair, starting an online business. Maybe you got a course you want to sell, right? Whatever that is, I'll cover it for you and show you exactly what you need to do to be successful. And then hopefully you get to the point where you can come into my inner circle and we can really do some business together and make some good money. Other than that, man, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful view behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it, this beautiful view of downtown Baltimore. Going to the house. Actually, no, I can't go in the house. I got to help my wife clean this Airbnb. I love my wife. We're going to clean this Airbnb. They have a check-in tomorrow. And then I got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so close out the week strong. And hopefully we get some people that may be interested in Prospect Vote. And then I reach out to them and say thank you and get them set up with Prospect Vote so they can start generating leads. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to y'all soon. Appreciate y'all. If you need anything, don't ever hesitate to DM me on Instagram, CEO929. Talk to you soon. Peace and blessings.
Every day, we open our eyes to fulfill our purpose. Advancing to the path unknown, driven by the will to achieve more. In these challenging times, the Antoine Campbell enterprise strives to provide innovative leverage, using today's technology and exceptional talents, designed to give you an advantage in the real estate market for incredible results in your business. On that account, we have created a new system, custom for the real estate industry. It is a systematic course for real estate investors that provides you with all the knowledge on how to build a team, systematize, manage, and generate converting leads for your business at an astoundingly low cost. Utilizing virtual assistants with profound skills. Be part of the satisfied clients we have worked with over the last year. This is the VA Mastery System.
Hey, listen, Tuesday I'm having a webinar. I want to show you how